Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast, where you'll learn tips, tricks, and strategies to help you gain clarity, find purpose, live boldly, and defeat the drama in leadership and life. Host Kirsten E. Ross is known to many as the drama-free queen. She is the undisputed expert of transformation. She'll move you from resigned, resentful, and overwhelmed to focused, engaged, and empowered.
Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast. I'm Kirsten Ross, your host, and this is episode number 59. Drama zaps energy and steals focus, so let's defeat some drama now. Today's episode is actually a Defeat Your Drama Day. Remember, I will provide customized solutions on an episode if you send me your current drama challenge. If you want to do that, go to defeatthedrama.com, click on the podcast site, and then submit your question. You can either type it or record it, and I'll provide those customized solutions. So in today's episode, I heard from Mark, and he writes, I am the president of a family business with 45 employees. I took over for my dad when he retired 5 years ago. I think we have a great company, but for some reason our turnover is really high. We can't seem to keep employees longer than about 7 months. We are constantly hiring new employees, and it's so draining. We pay our employees every week rather than making them wait 2 weeks. I don't understand why they keep leaving. All right, Mark. As always, in the Defeat Your Drama segments, I will provide solutions based on the information provided. I will obviously not have full details, so I'll provide customized strategies based on what you share. Always consider your own specific circumstances before taking any action. These are suggestions, not guarantees. So, Mark, I am so sorry for the frustration you're experiencing. High turnover creates a lot of additional challenges, as you know very well, in your business, and it's also really expensive. So you're probably already aware, but let's spell out some of the added expenses and challenges to help you and others build the motivation to change what you must to decrease turnover. You know, the Society of Human Resource Management just recently shared that the estimated cost of hiring an employee is over $3,000. And that's just for your basic employee. So for managers or executives, the cost of turnover is much, much higher. So here are some of the other costs. There's the time you must invest to screen resumes and interview. So either you do it or you pay someone else. And that's whether you're using someone within your organization because you're paying them to do that instead of what they would be doing otherwise. Or maybe you're using recruiters, which can really cost a pretty penny. There's the lost productivity from the person you lose, but also from the flow of work between employees. You also lose the time of any trainers. So you've invested in training someone. You know, even in a low-level job, there's some amount of training that happens. So there's an investment in that employee. When they leave, you've lost the time that you've invested not only in their time to receive the training, but whoever gave them the training. So it's a lost investment. So there's a lot of advantages to keeping a solid team over time. And those are just a few of the things that you lose when someone walks out the door. So let's provide you with some customized strategies to help you decrease your turnover. The good news is there are absolutely steps in your control as the owner of a company to help you fix these issues. The big question is, are you willing to do what's necessary? So the first thing I'm going to talk about, now you didn't provide very much detail at all in the email, so I don't know kind of what these employees are working on. You know, what level employees? Are these high school grads, or they don't even have their high school degree? Are they master's prepared? Are they PhDs? Are they working on high-level scientific research? I don't know what they're doing. So unfortunately, the customized strategies are going to be pretty generic, but you still should be able to apply the information that I'm about to share to your current circumstance. So the first thing I want to talk about is compensation. So compensate well. Now, the goal is to have a team on fire for your mission and not just there for a paycheck. However, you do need to make sure that your team is compensated well. And when I talk about compensation, I'm not just talking about pay. Many factors make up the currency your employees receive. The blend of all the variables must equal fair pay that entices people to stay. So pay is a big thing, obviously. So here are some other ways that you can provide what I call total compensation beyond the hourly rate or salary. And this isn't going to be a full list. This is just some things to think about, food for thought. Because if you don't have these things already, maybe there's a way to entice people to stay by providing some more of these. Some of them cost money and some of them don't. All right, so the first one is benefits. Yeah, that does cost money. But, are you providing health, dental, car allowances, tuition reimbursement, paid time off for vacation and holidays, gym memberships? How about logistical assistance like on-site dry cleaning that makes it pick up and delivery, on-site daycare? If it's a place where they have uniforms, are you paying for their uniforms? All those can be considered a part of compensation. How about flexible schedules? Depending on the age of the people or what they're doing in their outside life, flexible schedules can really entice people to increase their loyalty and stick with you. If they're people in school, they're either high school or college students working around their school schedules, or if they're a little older and they have families, or they have aging parents, helping them work around their family obligations gains a lot of loyalty, and that one's not costing you money. How about work from home options? So employees save time and money on fewer commutes to the office and less money on work clothes and dry cleaning and things like that. Again, I don't know the kind of employees you're hiring, so I don't know if this is workable or not. But there are also some cost savings involved in work from home because maybe you could do with less office space. And a lot of times work from home employees will provide their own equipment. So again, if we're talking computers and things like that, that might be an option. Fulfilling work. I believe that humans have an innate desire to feel like their lives are part of something bigger than themselves. And having fulfilling work, really feeling like they're a part of something bigger than themselves at your work can absolutely be an investment in themselves. It'll feel like a currency that fills your employees up. How about a great team? So they work with great people. Everyone gets along well. They support each other. It's like a family. That can be a form of compensation. Opportunity for advancement. So do people, are there promotional opportunities, or you just hire from outside? Do people see a good path through your organization? A way to really make an hourly job a true career after time? Are there learning opportunities? So do you invest in your team going and getting education, or do you do training inside? Are there opportunities for them to invest in themselves, or for you to invest in their own growth and knowledge base? Do you have a great work environment? So is it nice surroundings? Is the temperature good? Is the furniture comfortable? Maybe you have some really fun elements like pool tables and nice outdoor space. So what is the work environment like? And again, you don't tell me the kind of business you are. I don't know if any of these are options, but they're things for you to consider in helping to boost that compensation, because pay is one of the variables that will help people stay. So if you have a great culture, a wonderful mission that sparks passion in your employees, and a flexible work schedule that allows them to create a nice work-life balance, the monetary pay will be less important. Now, I'm not saying pay them basically nothing, but that gives you a little more flexibility in your out-of-pocket costs for wages and salaries. If, however, the work is grueling, the environment is toxic, you'll need to provide higher monetary wage to compensate. So it's kind of an either or. If you look comprehensively at everything you're providing, if those other kind of non-tangible things are not there and you can't create them, a fulfilling work environment, nice office space, good lighting, good temperatures. If you can't provide those things, then you're probably going to have to pay some more money to get people to stay. Think about garbage collectors. While most boys covet this job when they're 4 or 5, and I've had 2 that are now teens that couldn't wait to be garbage men when they grew up, when they were little. But, as they become adults, few aspire to be garbage collectors. It's hard work. It's messy. You're out in the elements. The job itself has little reward. Riding on the back of that truck is not as enticing once you're an adult. Some of them might find fun there, but I think the pool is a lot smaller than the 4 and 5-year-old range. So how are people enticed to serve as garbage men? They get paid a pretty high wage. So do you see the balance, pulling everything together? Using this example, the garbage collector, how are there still people who are garbage collectors? Because the wage makes up for the type of job it is and dealing with the elements and all of that. Take a look at your compensation. Are you paying employees fairly within the company? That's another thing. If your wages are significantly different between employees, this will create frustration and may cause employees to quit. So if you've got people doing the same job and they're making wildly different pay, word will get out. So take a look at that too. Are you paying equitably when you compare yourself to similar businesses? So this is called external compensation. Internally, are you paying fairly? And externally, if you do a survey, you can look at salary.com to get some basic information, or hire, a compensation consultant who would actually do a survey for you. But salary.com can provide some basics. Take a look at what other organizations are paying compared to you. And if you're paying way, way lower, that could lead to more turnover because your employees are going to come and get trained by you, get some experience, and then move to where they can make more money. So are you compensating with a great work environment? If the work environment is not good or the work's not fulfilling, are you providing a bit more in pay to compensate? Take a look at your pay plan and see whether you need to invest more in employee wages. It might seem like a big expense, but think about the cost of high turnover. You wrote in because you're feeling frustrated. If you don't want to pay more, what else can you provide for your employees that they would find valuable? So again, look at that list. And, if you want to go to the show notes, this is episode 59. So defeatthedrama.com, click on the podcast site, and then go to the show notes. And that whole list will be in the show notes. Okay. Number 2, provide an opportunity to be successful. I believe that humans have an innate desire to feel like they're doing a good job. So assure that your employees have the opportunity to be successful within your organization. Key ingredients to help make that happen are 1, hire people with skills and personalities aligned with your business objectives. So if you need someone to be detail-oriented to do the work, make sure that's part of your hiring process. And you're not hiring visionaries who want the big picture and aren't interested in the details. They won't be successful. So really drive down, and I did a whole series on recruiting. So I encourage you to go back and look at those episodes and listen to them. The second is provide the resources they need to do their jobs well. So make sure they are trained properly and assure that they have the materials, the equipment, and the time to function well. So if you're requiring people to do work and they don't have the time to do the work well, they will feel frustrated. They'll know that they're not doing a good job. If on top of it, you're not giving them the resources to do their job well, and then someone's berating them or telling them they're horrendous or yelling at them, they're really going to feel frustrated. So I encourage you to make sure they have all the resources they need to do a great job. The third is communicate clear expectations. Make sure your employees know what the definition of success is and let them know where they stand. Don't keep them guessing. Remember, there's an innate desire to know that you're doing a good job. So are they meeting the expectations or falling short? Let them know. If they're falling short, create a path for them that leads them to success. So if they need some additional training or a class, or they just don't understand something or a better process or some other resources or a little more time to complete a project, make sure they have what they need to be successful. All right, the next one is show appreciation. Now, it did not escape my notice that in the short email you sent me, you shared that one of the key benefits of working for you is that employees are paid once a week. I hear business owners share this sentiment at times. Why do I have to thank them? They get a paycheck. And I can say that when a leader shares that sentiment, without fail, I find a team that does not feel appreciated. So Mark, like I said, you didn't share very much information. So I'm not sure that you're not showing appreciation, but the fact that in the little window that I got into your business that you chose to share that they get paid once a week, I'm thinking that you put a pretty high value on their paycheck and that you might not be thanking them. I believe that another one of the innate human desires is to feel appreciated. You do not want to make appreciation a limited resource. Make appreciation abundant. If you thank employees sparingly, a show of gratitude for one employee will leave the others feeling, what about me? And that creates frustration and burnout, and they're out the door. They will not feel a sense of loyalty to your company. They will feel like a number and will think nothing of leaving. As soon as your employees feel like a number, and when there's high turnover, I've seen that. One, they're not feeling appreciated, and they're feeling like, you know what? They just treat all of us like they just need a warm body here. I value myself more than that. I am more than a warm body. I want to feel appreciated. I'm a unique human being. And if they don't feel that, there's no loyalty, and it's real easy for them to let go and walk out the door. So I encourage you, if you're not doing this already, to make appreciation abundant. Thank your employees often, authentically, but often. And I'm sure that they're doing some good work, so make sure that they know about it. You don't want them there just for a paycheck, trust me. All right, number 4. Create a culture that's aligned with your business objectives and conducive to teamwork. So, Mark, you as the owner of the business are creating the culture for your business. That means you, Mark, along with any other leaders in your employ, are creating that culture. So what experiences are you creating for your team daily? Are you a micromanager, a procrastinator? Do you get angry and yell at your team? Are you creating a culture of fear? Or is it a wonderful environment? If people are leaving, there's something going on. So this is a guess, but just know that you are empowered to create the culture that will encourage people to stay. A great culture where people are encouraged, they have the opportunity to be successful, they're on a mission together, all those kinds of things. Number 5, allow your team to participate fully in your mission. So make sure employees know the business mission and help them feel like a part of making your mission happen. Make sure that each one of them knows the part that they play and that everyone's part is significant and that you appreciate them as a unique individual, that they're providing their gifts and their strengths to help you meet this mission. You're on a big journey together. And your mission can't just be about making money. What outcomes do you help create for the people you serve or sell your product to? Share the vision and mission from your heart. And listen to episode number 5 if you haven't done that already. It's on engaging your team, and you'll learn more tips for getting your team fired up around your mission. And the link directly to that episode is in the show notes. So those are the 5 customized solutions that I recommend for you, Mark. I wish you great success. And if you want to have a conversation, shoot me an email through my Submit Your Question. I'll go to defeatthedrama.com, the podcast site, and submit your question. I would love more detail about your company. It's a little hard to know, like just have such a general bit of information. So if you want to have an actual conversation, I would love to help you more with your circumstance. And I know that we can decrease that turnover. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Mark, for writing in your question. And remember, feel free to submit your own drama challenge by going to the podcast site at defeatthedrama.com. If you need a more comprehensive program to help you defeat drama in your organization, join the Defeat the Drama, Delight Your Customers, and Improve Your Bottom Line Bootcamp. It's a surefire 7-step system to get your team doing what you need, loving what they do, and directing focus where it should be. Each module is from me. You'll have a video to watch and an action guide that will walk you step by step to the exact actions that you need to take to move towards a drama-free work zone. So I encourage you to check it out. You get a discount as a podcast listener. Just go to defeatthedrama.com/podcast discount. All right, that's all for today. Until next time, make it a great day.